think we'll hear a lot of talk about support for the economy, how difficult the international environment is, how well China's done through this crisis, because obviously a few months ago we had a different view globally, but China looks to be one of the economies that actually has handled the crisis in relatively good shape. But how it will remain challenging. Exports will remain challenging, and while production has come back, demand is still quite weak. And so I think the focus will really be what's happening in terms of demand stimulation in China.
Right. When you say that China is proving to be an anchor for the region, qualify in what terms are you looking at the kind of role China is playing, not just with the COVID-19 crisis, but also helping countries in the region with the kind of economic fallout they're facing because of that crisis?
Look, I think by anchor, China has recovered very well. Certainly the production side of the economy has recovered very well. And of course, as we look at economies through this COVID crisis, one of the aspects I think that we welcome now is having a manufacturing-centric economy, because that is less subject to the social distancing restrictions that we have still in many parts of the world and in China. And for China, I think that economic anchor has been really important for the region. I mean, even some of the economies that we think about as being very trade exposed, like Korea, for instance, and they're still having their own struggles with this crisis. The trade relationship between Korea and China, I think, has been very supportive for the Korean economy. So I think that heft that China is providing for the region is very important. You compare it with the US, where Canada sends 80% of its exports to the US, and of course the US economy is in quite a different situation.